right, Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again. It's your host, the G-Man, as we continue with our 2016 draft review on a team-by-team basis. Today we're going to talk about those Arizona Cardinals. Now, we're way down to the bottom of the first round, so at this point, you're not going to have these guys that are getting these high-profile players. What you get here is you take a shot, maybe you get a steal, or if somebody falls, you're smart enough to jump on that, and that's where I put the Arizona Cardinals. I love Bruce Arians as their coach. Again, much like the Cincinnati Bengals, I can't believe I can say that they're a stable organization that kind of knows what they're doing now. But they've really turned into that. They do have a little age at quarterback. Carson Palmer, does he come back from his horrendous playoff performance? Nobody really knows. But they were a good enough team that they weren't going to have their pick of the cream of the crop here. So let's see what they did. In the first round, Robert Nkemdiche, defensive tackle. Well, I said they weren't going to have their pick of the cream of the crop, but they did. Nkemdiche is a top 5 talent to me. All the other craziness aside, and I know he does have a bunch of craziness, not just getting caught smoking weed, everybody gets caught smoking weed, but jumping out of a 15-foot-high building to get away from it. His attitude apparently turned off a lot of teams in discussing it. He just wanted to kind of brush past it. He didn't want to take ownership for it. I don't know. I wasn't in the rooms. I have no idea. And his talent is absolutely supreme. I think he can be an end in a 4-3. I think he can be a tackle in a 3-4 or 4-3. I think his talent is just insane. I think he's going to play the run. He's going to get after the passer with quickness. I think he's a steal that late in the draft, because other people were concerned about those off-the-field concerns. The Cardinals either weren't or realized that at 29 he's worth a shot. Great pick by Nkemdiche. Brandon Williams, don't love him as much, but where he went, I totally understand it. 92nd overall. What are you going to do? You get a third-round pick, take a shot at a guy, long, lean, has a chance to be a player in this league. Again, don't love him, but certainly like him well enough. The fourth round, I do like Evan Boehm. They always need offensive line help. Interior line, Evan Boehm, I think is a nice, solid center. He's not going to wow you. He's not going to knock anybody off the ball, but he's going to be smart. He's going to stay in front of somebody, and I think he can play. That's about it for their draft. The rest of their draft, they really took shots. Marquis Christian, a safety. Cole Toner, an offensive tackle. $5 to the first person who can tell me anything about either of those guys. Harlan Miller is a cornerback in the 6th round. These are all just potential back end of the roster fillers. But if Nkemdiche and Boehm can both make it, picking from that 29 spot, that's a hell of a draft. And even Brandon Williams, I think he'll be afforded every opportunity with some of their defections to make that team and help them out in the defensive backfield and on special teams. But I think Nkemdiche is the key to a successful draft, and I am betting on him. I think he has the talent to make it successful. And I think the Cardinals are going to continue to do well. And let's see if David Johnson can stick as the real deal at running back, pair him with that great stable of wide receivers and a still 1 or 2 years left of Carson Palmer. Who knows what the future holds for them. So with your 2016 team-by-team review of the Arizona Cardinals, I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.